Really, more love songs. What a bunch of dysfunctional people I'm surrounded with. Probably why George Mehe fits in so nicely with our gang. From St. Louis Magazine, STLmag/relish. You can read his scribings and the writings of others as well. Thank you for joining us, Jorge.
Hey, glad to be here on St. Valentine's Day.
All right, so I asked you to talk about romantic places, and you said back kind of a terse voicemail saying...
I think I said it's the dumbest idea I've ever heard
pretty
of
much
on a Friday morning.
Called me a moron, that if they don't have reservations, you're not getting into a romantic restaurant tonight.
You know, most of these were made about a month ago. So, yeah, if you wait till this morning, the common knowledge is you're kind of 6 ways to screwed, but you're really not. There is a way to, work your way through this.
Pull the fire alarm.
Yeah, I mean, we can bail you out. It's interesting though. Valentine's Day is the most double and triple booked night of the year. Guys in the restaurant business know this. Guys like you and me, we don't want to mess up, so we make reservations at several places around town because we don't want to, just pick the wrong place. So what happens is a lot of these reservations, even after the guys call up and say, the restaurant says, you better come tonight, we're expecting you to come. Even after that, there's a ton of cancellations. So you've got to keep that in mind.
Also with the weather, too.
The weather gods are looking down upon procrastinators today. Yeah, it's going to be cold and it's going to be a little dicey. But anyway, it's what you need to remember is if you place a phone call at 6 o'clock, I say roll the dice. And my advice is make a phone call to a restaurant at 6 o'clock, 6:30. There's going to be cancellations. I've been there. I've been on the receiving end of this. And if you can be ready to go, you maybe make 5 calls. I'll bet you $1 you're going to get into a restaurant tonight.
Okay.
That's one idea. The other idea is think about places that have big bars, big restaurants with big bars. Okay, Jay Gilbert's out in West County. They don't reserve the seats at their bar. And if you've ever been out there, they've got the most comfy bar seats in town at Jay Gilbert's. Big bar, that's an option. Bricktops in Frontenac, not too far away. Big bar, 30 bar seats. You can eat at the bar there. They don't reserve those seats. Cooper's Hawk, brand new. It's popular, but not a ton of people know about it. There's bar seats plus a whole set of bar tables that they don't reserve. That's a possibility. And one that I think would be really fun is 801 Chop House, right? They just opened in Clayton a month ago.
The old Araca.
Old Araca. They've got this giant oval bar that has 48 seats around it, and it would be a positively lovely place to have Valentine's dinner. The food is great. It's not cheap, but hey, it's Valentine's Day. You gotta buck up, pal. You gotta just do it.
I did White Castle one year. That was really all I got.
Speaking of bucking up or
chucking
up.
Are they still doing that? Because I've not heard about that.
Not only are they doing it, I got an email yesterday that there is a couple getting married at the White Castle in, I think, Belleville.
I give that 6 months.
Well,
good luck to them.
Isn't that great? They said, please come over. And do you bring a gift to something like that?
Where are they registered? The Dollar General?
I don't know, but anyway, that's tonight for anyone who wants to look through the window and see something very odd. But they still do that. White Castle is a big deal. I do have a couple sure things, John. There are places that I found that still have availabilities tonight. We got time to go through these real quick?
Sure.
Winslow's Home, they just opened this new room downstairs for private events.
Right.
It's called The Cellar, and it's really, really a nice room. Well, they're doing their first real dinner, I guess. It's a family-style dinner. They're doing it tonight. So family style, they've got 3 entrees, several sides. You're passing stuff around. It's kind of communal table seating. I think it's a really cool idea. 1 seating, 7 o'clock. I mean, they're telling you what to do here. You've gotten this far. You got to take some orders from somebody.
Call or just go?
No, you definitely have to call. Call the restaurant, or they suggest making the reservation through catering@winslowshome.com. So that's $85. That's a good deal. Bugatti's at Ameristar. Remember we talked about the Bone Luge. That's the home of the Bone Luge.
Oh, yeah, with a giant femur bone that they pour wine down into your face like you're King Henry VIII.
And you can do that tonight after 7:30. They've got after 7:30 reservations.
I would hope we all get to do the Bone Luge at some time tonight.
That's kind of the idea. So, Yeah, the boneless. It's not on the menu. You've got to ask for it. So, but it is available.
You got to beg for it. Sometimes. I'm sorry. Is this on?
There's a place out in De Pere that just opened. Pairings Wine and Dessert Bar. I think actually we're going to have them on the Tuesday show soon. Prefix menu, 3 courses, $65. They do still have seatings at 6 and 8. Now, this place just opened. No, people don't even know they're there. It's across from the Village Bar. You know where I know you know where the Village Bar is. One more. The Fire and Ice Dinner at Bixby's. You know, there's this big Burnin' Love festival in the park tonight where they've got fireworks and they've got a mass engagement.
Is that tonight?
It's tonight. It's tonight on Art Hill. But before that, at Bixby's, they've got a fixed price dinner, and there are seatings at 6 o'clock. And it would be cool to go there and then walk over 5 minutes to Art Hill.
Is that the restaurant at the Art Museum?
It's the restaurant at the History Museum.
The History Museum.
And you can see Art Hill in the wintertime from there, so that would be a great place to go, and they have some availability. So there's many ways to do this. Quincy Street Bistro, one of my favorite little bar and grill places in town, they're taking reservations, and that place is just it's a big restaurant. So they've got they said they've got availabilities. You know, they're all deuces in there tonight. They said we have some. So.
How about you, Romeo? You going for the duct tape and the chloroform again?
You know me well. I'm going to take my own advice and go sit at a bar. Yeah. I'm kind of a bar guy, and you know,
really?
it's just one of those things that I like to do, and we're going to be at Robust. I probably shouldn't have said that. Now someone will be camped in my bar seat when I get there, but. You know, try to get there early. All these bar seats are available. The other thing, you know, this might sound odd, and buffets is a possibility too. You'd never thought that I'd say something like that, but that place out at the airport, India Palace, they've got this big, lavish buffet tonight.
I love that place.
That would be fun. I mean, up in the air, I think it would be a romantic place.
You know what's weird? Not that this is particularly interesting. I've been to that place a bunch, and two times, I've run into gym talent in the bathroom.
That's too much
what
information
does that mean?
It's a Valentine's Day. What is that?
I'm sure he tells the story too. He's like, I've seen Carney twice in the bathroom out there at the Howard Johnson's by the airport.
That's bizarre.
He's got a wide stance. Well done, George Mehe. And if you go to stlmag.com/relish, a lot of stuff there to read. Best you and Suze have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. Or St. Patrick's Day. Valentine. Have a nice St. Patrick's Day, too.
That's coming up, too.
Getting ahead of myself. 8:30 in for McGraw, but just once. He'll be back Monday. No worries. Back in a moment.